Hello everyone! Welcome to another NGS Heroic Division cast. We're here tonight watching Archon and Sky5 play. You guys may know that a lot of Archon is former Luxorian Sun players. That's my team, and we used to play together. Still do in Heroes Lounge. And Sky5 is the first team that Luxorian Sun ever played against. So this, like, both teams here, close to my heart. I'm excited to see. Going to be happy with a winner either way. And it's a shame that my boy Swoopster won't be able to join us tonight, but we're going to have some fun, just you and me. So I'm just hanging out here waiting for the teams to get set up. Should be starting any moment now. Gonna take this moment to get a few last minute things set up over here. And just a reminder that we are on a 2-minute delay tonight, so if I'm a little slow to respond to your messages in chat, that'd be why. Alright, so I've got the map information for you here today. Archon banned Sky Temple. Sky5 responded by banning Dragonshire. Archon in turn banned Braxis Holdout. Sky5 banned Cursed Hollow. And Archon is starting us off on Battlefield of Eternity. We're just getting the lobby set up now, and we'll be starting in a moment. I'm honestly so excited about this match. I haven't seen Quan Finnegan and Apple Mike play in a while now. Probably not since Luxorian Sun last played against them ourselves, honestly, which was several seasons ago at this point. It's been a while since we were a top-tier team, but these guys are still top of the amateur pile. That's for sure. It was brought to my attention that I mispronounced Tythel's name last week, or I guess last time. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point. So, sorry Tythel, I'll be much more articulate this time when I'm announcing the teams. Alright. Both teams in the lobby, we're ready to get started here. Shouldn't be much longer now. Teams are asking for my Twitch link. Chat's a little quiet, but everybody's here. And here we go.
Of eternity.
And again, this is Archon's map pick, so Sky5 is going to be first in the draft tonight. Furl running their bans. And I mean, it's been a while since I played this game, and I haven't honestly kept up much with NGS, so I'm not sure what we're going to see here tonight. I'm going to be as surprised as you guys. Maybe more so. Virtuoso thinks I should pronounce Typlo's name different every single time, and I mean, that would be a little bit better, in my opinion. I might take you up on that. So we've got an Uther ban and an Oriel ban to start us off tonight. Greymane banned out on the side of Sky5. Hey Woody, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the match. Oh, I just noticed that I'm advertising Swoop's information here, and he's not with us tonight. Get out of here, Swoopster. Archon opts to ban Deathwing. I honestly hope somebody lets Deathwing through at some point tonight. I haven't seen him in a competitive match at all yet, and I only saw him once in, I think it was a quick match game last night for the first time. Maybe it was Storm League. But honestly, I've not seen a lot of Deathwing in my minimal time playing since he's been back. Sky5 opts to pick Li Ming with their first pick choice. Oh, and quick lock for Mal'Ganis and Ana on the side of Archon. It seems like they're ready to go with a plan here. And I mean, I would hope so, given the Battlefield's their map pick.
Anytime you're ready.
Raynor with his new toy skin and Stukov coming out on Sky5 as well. Apple Mike on the Raynor. A classic combination. Cho'Gall banned out. I know Archon's been a little frustrated with him lately. We saw him in both of their last two matches. Just any name that starts with T at all. I can definitely handle that. Let's see. A Phoenix ban from Sky5. That's interesting for me. He might be super strong right now, and I'm just not aware of it, but I can't think of a situation where Phoenix is the scariest threat to
Victory for the Forsaken.
in the HOTS I remember. Alarak and Sylvanas joining us. Midnight Haze on the Sylvanas. Tyler on the Alarak. Garage and Rexar to round out Sky5's comp. I like it. Garage and Stukov is a beautiful combination that, as a Garage player myself, I really enjoy. Rexar's good in the solo lane and should be able to hold against Artanis fairly well, assuming that they're equally played. Even footing here. And I would expect that to be the case. Archon is sitting in 6th place and Sky5 in 7th right now. They're fighting for positioning going into playoffs. Both going to make it, but neither a top team in their division currently. And so close in the standings, last game of the season, I think we're going to see an exciting match tonight. Alright. Just letting the game load up here. I think I like Sky5's comp a little bit better. SYLVANAS does mean that a lead could quickly turn into a runaway lead and early win for Archon, but and I mean, they certainly have more lockdown on their team. Archon, 2 sleeps, a couple of repositions, LEORIC silence, versus Stuke's channeled silence and Garrosh's CC. But I still think I like what Sky5's bringing to the table a little more, and we'll see how it plays out. Alright. So, over here on Archon side, we got JTR on the Mal'Ganis, Tythel on the LEORIC, Little Bex on the Ana, and Midnight Haze on SYLVANAS, and Fatal Rampage in the solo lane on ARTANIS. And on the other side, we've got Goliath on Rexxar meeting him, Apple Mike on the Raynor, Furl on the Li Ming, Alan by default on the Stukov, and Crafty Devil on the Garrosh. Nothing unusual to start us out here, just safe bush check from Li Ming, and same from Ana. And just a little patience waiting to start out the game. Li Ming and Raynor can definitely just poke the minions from range and play it safe for a while. No need to immediately engage into Archon's potentially better early team fight, although Tythel taking a lot of damage. Yeah, LEORIC will fall here. Sleep onto Garrosh a little too late to save him. Yeah, SYLVANAS throwing some damage out, and her, Unfurling Shadow's quest. Not getting any stacks there, but she'll be looking to do that a lot. There's her first couple of stacks. Garrosh hasn't landed a single Groundbreaker yet. And LEORIC's at 100 status. Alright. A little damage onto Garrosh, but won't matter much. Stukov will heal it up quickly. Stukov is actually a favorite of Little Bex, so I wonder if that'll make her better to play around it, or just frustrated to lose to it. Tythel taking a lot of damage again. He really needs to be careful about stepping up into that Garrosh. Up here, ARTANIS is looking to do a camp. The lanes have looked pretty similar so far from afar. Rexxar doing a pretty good job of pressuring ARTANIS on this camp. He might be able to steal it. And at this point, everybody's looking to go, oh no. Archon's looking to do their Bruiser camp. Sky5 is rotating up for the kill on ARTANIS. And they might be able to make it happen, but I think they're a little too late. Yeah. Raynor going deep to try and make it happen, but ARTANIS Fatal Rampage gets away with 68 health.
I will reach your position shortly.
Stukov on the Bruiser camp. Sky5 thinking about taking these Khazras in the bottom. JTR's checking it. They could have had 3 camps pressuring here, but they opted not to press in on the bottom. SYLVANAS looking to clear the lane here, while Archon does a little early damage. Mal'Ganis looks to check and defend their own immortal. Sky5 instead opting to clear their camp before they get on immortal damage. Mal'Ganis here just harassing them. Ooh. The sleep into that stun was great. And Archon able to take the first half relatively easily. Sky5 notices and responds by defending. It looks like Apple Mike will go alone with his Raynor to do a little damage on the enemy immortal. Well, the team primarily defends here. ARTANIS swapping Rexxar into both safety and danger. I think he's going to get away with this. Yeah. Garrosh stacking his quest. Oh, that Stukov is in great danger now. But it might turn into a counter kill. Artanis falls up here for the swap, and Stukov makes it out alive. With Raynor back on damage here. Sky5 has a chance to bring this back and capture the first immortal for themselves. GTR in a bit of danger, but might be fine to get out of this. Anna's doing a good job keeping him up, but it won't be enough. Mal'Ganis falls. Archon still looking to throw some poke in, but they don't really have the team composition for that. Only Sylvanas can do anything at range. At this point, Sky5 is doing a pretty good job bodying him off and controlling the tempo. Big stun on ARTANIS. Oh yeah, Fatal Rampage gonna fall here for sure. ALRAC gets a big silence, but it won't be enough to secure a kill. And just staggering these deaths, Archon is handing Sky5 their first immortal on a silver platter. Alright, so low shield. Archon's early lead was enough to make this basically as easy a defense as it can be. But Sky5 will be able to get at least the front wall, maybe the well as well. And I think with their 7 advantage, which will last a moment longer, they might be able to get a kill and push it further, but they're going to have to play it very carefully if they want that. ALRAC taking a lot of early damage, Ana healing some of it back up, but Mal'Ganis instead sleeps the whole team to protect him. Yeah, this is probably all we're going to see from this first immortal. The stun might weaken the well. If Sky5 focuses it, it could fall as well, but it's mostly just going to be a little damage onto the fort. Yeah, a little damage, but no kills. Rexxar pressuring Artanis again, but he should be able to get out of it fine. I think that's what we're going to see this lane most of the game. Rexxar winning, but Artanis not dying. Raynor in a little bit of trouble. Garrosh able to save him, along with Stukov's silenced his own. Mal'Ganis probably not going to fall in return, but he did take a lot of damage. Oh, Garrosh falls to Sylvanas. She almost dies in return. There goes Raynor. Good couple of kills on the side of Archon to bring them back into this game. Almost took Misha out too. Stacks coming along. Garrosh is at 9 on Warbreaker. Sylvanas has 42 on Unfurling Shadows. ALRAC at 116 Sadism. Hasn't moved much. And 10 on Hunter-Gatherer here for Rexxar. Couple of deaths from Artanis so far. Just single deaths elsewhere. That was Li Ming's first. Archon able to secure this camp and a kill. Will Mal'Ganis fall for it? No. Same old story top lane. Artanis pushing in a little bit. Rexxar pressuring him back. Sky5 grabbing their bruiser camp while the immortal spawns. Archon did not opt to grab theirs, instead just doing a little quick damage. Li Ming's gonna look to poke at it a little bit, but the team does arrive, and Sky5's able to prevent a quick halftime. It helped that Artanis wasn't here dealing his damage as well. Heroics out on both teams. No deaths yet. Only Flailing Swipe still up for either team. Rexxar and Artanis fall at almost the same moment. Garrosh is in a bit of trouble himself. But if Stukov can be given a little time, he should be able to heal his team back up. Mal'Ganis falls next. Raynor's in trouble. Oh, and these resets were just what Li Ming needed. Archon falls. Only ALRAC makes it out with his life. Li Ming gonna start doing some damage on the other immortal. Raynor joining her. Garrosh and Stukov opting to wait for Archon to come back to do some more damage. While they respawn, Archon's grabbing their own bruiser camp. And that'll be Sky5 finishing halftime. It's still a very close race though. Everyone up on both sides. We could still see this go either way. Heroic abilities are coming back up. They're up for all but Rexar and Sky5, and Archon's just getting theirs back in the next couple of seconds. No swap from Artanis. Li Ming still able to do some poke damage. This is where Sky5's ranged advantage is coming in well. Mal'Ganis gets out with his life and Rexar falls quickly. A big taunt from Garrosh slows Archon's push down, but isn't enough to secure another kill. So, ooh, Raynor, big swap. And he'll fall quickly. Stukov likely to die to SYLVANAS next as well. No, he'll just get out. Li Ming seems to want to try and poke this out a little further, but I think this is going to be Archon's immortal. Although only Artanis is up there doing the damage, so this might be enough that Sky5 can die for it. Stukov falls, but Sky5 secures another immortal. Li Ming falls as well. So this will be an easy defense for Archon, but Sky5 is able to deny them a push. Oh, actually, LEORIC falls, and SYLVANAS getting low as well. Raynor's Raider can't chase her down, but Artanis will fall as well. Actually, won't be that easy a defense after all. That is not the moment when Archon wants to be losing their best defenders. Immortal being left alone. The front wall of this fort was damaged to start with, and now it's just gone. The shield has fallen already, but this is likely to be a fort. The first of the game. Falling in favor of Sky5. And with this much health left on the immortal, they might be able to do some decent damage to the keep wall. But they're going to need to push in a little more aggressively than this if they want it. Archon's still short 2 heroics. This is a good time to make something happen if you're Sky5, but they choose instead to play it safe. Let the immortal fall and back away. Talontiers are even. Heroics coming up. They're just not trying to take a fight they don't want. That swap was not really in Artanis' favor. And Rexar gets out with his life. Garrosh might fall instead. Oh no, there goes Rexar. SYLVANAS diving deep to clean up. Midnight Haze securing that triple kill, even if JTR gets credit for the Garrosh. Ooh, make that a quad kill. See you later, Apple Mike. And Furl, the only member of Sky5 left standing. Archon looking to try and capture a fort with this quick advantage. They have SYLVANAS, so they can shut it down. The front wall still stands, but the fort won't for long. Alright, and just like that, Archon's back with a full level advantage and even structure balance. And they'll be able to grab the well and the front wall as well. Yes, LEORIC finishes the well. Sky5 pushing in, grabbing this Khazra camp. Archon just positioning to do damage to the immortal. While Artanis pushes this top lane back out a little bit. Archon actually looking to capture a Khazra camp of their own. Mal'Ganis grabbing this forward minion wave so that theirs can just push right into the front wall here. Sky5 grabs their bruiser camp, which will be able to deal with the Khazra on its own. And if left unattended, could finish off this keep wall. Sky5 now invading. Oh, wow. Big taunt from Garrosh means SYLVANAS falls immediately. Garrosh going to go down as well. Archon still able to capture their camp. Raynor next to fall. Stukov tries to shove away, but it's too late, and Rexar is going to go down too. That started off strong, but it wasn't the invade that Sky5 wanted. Li Ming getting big damage from her magic missiles, all connecting with Mal'Ganis. Even without Sylvanas, Fatal Rampage's Artanis is going to be able to burn this pretty quickly, and we should see halftime before Sky5 has rallied and is able to do damage. And they know it, so they're just poking out on the other Immortal as well.
It is time for a change in strategy.
Frill trying to do some damage to the Bruiser camp, but Sylvanas is here, and the rest of Archon along with. Stukov falls. Garrosh does have Into the Fray, but standing in the middle of the minion wave, there was no way he could have saved Stukov there. And that's going to be Archon's first Immortal. And for the moment, they still have the 16 talent tier advantage.
Brings order to this realm.
That won't last very long into this push, but they'll have it at the start.
There is no place where evil can hide.
Garrosh just needs one more stun to complete his quest. Big taunt onto Mal'Ganis and Alarak as well, but not enough for a kill. Apple making trouble. Raynor first to fall in this fight.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
Sky5 hoping to just rally, get a pick with Garrosh under the keep here. But the sidewall's burned, he won't be able to lock anyone behind the wall. First quest completion of the game. Stukov next to fall. Sylvanas dives in to secure it. Li Ming not able to lock down Artanis. Misha's gone as well, so Rexar's going to be zoned out for a moment. And there goes the first keep of the game. This time in favor of Archon. This is a strong rally to their credit, and it looks like they're going to look to close the game out right now, while Stukov's still dead for 15 seconds. No, they've changed their mind. The Immortal falls, and Archon will back out.
I must rest for a time.
Quick peek at the stats. Sylvanas is really dominating on the side of Archon. Siege damage and hero damage out the wazoo. A little more balance on the side of Sky5. Honestly, their main disadvantage at this point is the damage that Artanis has been able to do consistently to Raynor. Just swapping him into the team and killing him very quickly at the start of the last few fights. Gotta be pretty frustrating if you're Apple Mike. Khazra camp. Out for Archon. Sky5 positioning to defend their fallen shaman more than anything. They don't have eyes on Archon currently. Only just now showing here in lane. Oh, and it looks like actually Sky5's going to look for a quick pick on Artanis. I don't know if they'll be able to lock it down though. He's a hard target to kill. Yeah, in fact, Rexar and Raynor will fall immediately instead. Sky5 wanted to make something happen before 20, but Artanis was not the target they wanted to swap in. And that's going to be a full team wipe. And that's the price they pay.
There is no escaping.
And smartly, Archon just looking to close out this game while Sky5 respawns. And I don't think that there's any way this doesn't end right now. Yeah, there's the GG's. And that's going to be a first game over to Archon. All right. Tough match. Sky5 started out looking strong, but couldn't seal the deal in our first map tonight. And Archon wins their first map pick. So now we'll wait and see if Sky5 wants first pick or map pick in the next match. Looking at some stats here. Tythel credited with the most kills. Midnight Haze a close second. And it's just a large margin from them to the next winner. Deaths, Apple Mike, falling the most, followed by Stukov. Yeah, honestly, the end of the game, really just a one-sided stomp in the favor of Archon. SYLVANAS and ARTANIS just blowing the competition away in siege damage. Close hero damage competition here, but not always on the right target on Sky5's part. Yeah. Just a moment of waiting now while we set up the next match. Alright. Sky5 has opted to take first pick again, and so Archon is taking us to Infernal Shrines for Game 2. I'm not sure I agree that Archon is that far above Sky5 in skill level. They're certainly performing a little better, but I mean, they're literally one rank above in NGS right now, and they had a sloppy start. They could have won some of those team fights. They did have some trouble into the garage, but like, it really just wasn't until Midnight Haze got stacked and was able to start doing some damage that they were able to secure any kills at all. And at that point, Sky5 was also throwing a bit on their part, where they just weren't focusing the right targets. There was a lot of damage going on to Artanis, and a lot of damage going on to onto Mal'Ganis, and not much going on to the squishier targets like SYLVANAS, even when she dove in deep, or Ana. We saw a lot of damage onto LEORIC in the early game too. He died twice early, I believe, and almost a couple of more times. That said, once SYLVANAS was stacked, and once Archon was able to play into Garrosh a little better, they definitely turned that game around. Alright, so we'll see if any respect bans come out after a first match like that. And if Little Bex wants her Stukov back. What do you think, chat? Is it going to be a quick 2-0 for Archon tonight, or is Sky5 going to take us to Game 3? Uther first banned again. He is just generally a strong hero right now. Oriole ban next. It seems these two supports are favored bans right now. Or healers, I guess, since we've renamed our roles. Johanna banned out, strong on the map. JTR plays her a lot. That's a logical ban from Sky5, and I expect we'll see a Deathwing from Archon again. They ban it pretty much every game.
Victory for
This
the
time,
Forsaken.
SYLVANAS on the side of Sky5. Apple Mike looking to grab her real quick. We'll see if he can do as well with her as Midnight Haze just did. Yep, and Little Bex wants her Stukov back, and there's a Garrosh as well from JTR. I guess these teams are just trading composition.
For the Alliance
Anduin up
of
next
Bubble.
for Alan by default. I don't know if Alan wants us to emphasize the D, like if it's Alan by default or if it's Alan by default. The lack of E serves to clarify nothing. And Furl's going to be grabbing Kael'thas this time. ETC ban? Sky5 likely to ban out some sort of shrine clear damage. A mage, Gul'dan perhaps? Jaina as well? Greymane, yeah. I'm not sure where these heroes rank in the tier list right now anyway. Greymane serves the same role in Infernal Shrines. Phoenix and
With every death
Hanzo
comes
picked
honor.
up for Archon.
With honor, redemption.
I wonder if Phoenix is going to be their solo lane, or if Fatal Rampage will look to grab, say, Dahaka. And there's the Cho'Gall. There it is. Oh, man. Oh, now I'm rooting for Sky5. Oh, that's good for me. Every game. That's 3 for 3 Archon matches that I've cast that we've seen a Cho'Gall on the other side. I hope you guys in the audience are loving this as much as I am.
All shall suffer.
LEORIC to finish out. You gotta wonder if that was supposed to be a Dahaka pick, and they're just trying to have something to deal with Cho'Gall. No true tank on the side of Sky5. Cho's only alright at it. Really more of a tank for Gall. We'll see if they can make this work or not. Honestly, I like the BM, and I want Sky5 to win. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with this comp into what Archon has drafted. That said, Sky5 does have a little bit quicker clear on the Shrine minions if they can manage to win some team fights and get a head start on the Shrine minions.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
I think if they were gonna pick a traditional tank,
The battle begins in
I don't know.
10 seconds.
You could make Diablo work, but it's a little tough into
3,
Garage.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
All members of both teams starting in the mid lane this time. Interested to see how the lanes end up split here. Kael'thas is going to be LEORIC's matchup. Should be able to harass him anyway without putting himself in too much danger. And then, yeah, of course, we're just going to have a 4-man rotation in the other 2 lanes. And that's going much better so far for Archon. The experience globes means that playing catch-up will be a little easier for Sky5, but it's target practice at a Hanzo. Kael'thas, unfortunately not picking Convection. Opts to go for Mana Addict. Phoenix taking an early lead in hero damage. I think mostly just because he stayed alone in the bottom lane while Sky5 was soaking down there. They're looking to put some damage on LEORIC right now. Well, Cho'Gall double soaks, but instead it nearly cost Kael'thas his life with the Great Debate. Yeah, Sky5 really not sure how they want to run these lanes. Cho'Gall missing some experience there. JTR able to capture it for Archon. And they grab a Khazra camp as well to start the game off. SYLVANAS doing some damage to LEORIC's front wall here. If they could get the well, I think it'd be a big advantage for them on this first top shrine, but it's not going to happen. They'll need to win a team fight first if they want to push in and take it. Oh, and Archon actually greedily grabbing the other camp, since they know Sky5 is way away, unable to respond. Really experienced lead for Archon as well. Sky5 a little late to get on this shrine just because they were grabbing their bruiser camp, which in the lane that we're contesting wasn't really a valuable use of their time. Archon's able to take an early lead, but they're just taking a moment to get their position, not pushing it too hard right now. Garrosh getting stacks. Yeah, with 5 Shrine minions left to go, this is going to be an easy first Punisher for Archon. And there he is. The Mortar Punisher starting us off. Oh, and Kael'thas blows the wall jump. LEORIC taking some damage, but nobody from Archon really in danger right now. And this could be the end of Cho'Gall. No, Anduin able to keep him alive. Hasn't had to use Leap of Faith yet either. Yeah, clean first Punisher from Archon. Got the front wall. About what you'd expect. Kael'thas in trouble. Leap of Faith gets him out of it. Sky5 not really any threat to Archon in that situation. First blood, Kael'thas falls there. LEORIC is doing a pretty good job pushing in against Cho'Gall 1-on-2, which frees up the rest of Archon to just push Sky5 4v3. And Archon's just winning in all lanes right now. That's why they've got a level and a half advantage. Stukov taking damage here. Cho'Gall as well. Both will fall. That's a win for Archon. Oh, but SYLVANAS might be able to take out Hanzo here. Yeah, but not without dying herself. Still a trade in favor of Archon. And Phoenix putting a lot of pressure on Anduin here as well. The slow might be enough that Garrosh can seal the deal. Yep. Garrosh had to use his taunt for it, Warlord's Challenge, but... Oh, Phoenix might die to this fort. Not quite. 200 health. Another shot would have been enough to do it. Midnight Haze, you're playing a risky game. Oh, Cho'Gall finishes the job that the fort couldn't quite. And Apple Mike putting some more pressure on Stukov, getting stacks on his Shadow Dagger. Oh, actually, no stacks on Shadow Dagger. We've taken Overwhelming Affliction. I'm not sure that was the move here, honestly. I think the lost teamfight potential isn't worth being able to do the minions a little quicker. Like, if they could have cleaned up and wiped Archon, they could have done the shrines very quickly, even without that. And SYLVANAS, being a teamfight menace, really puts them in a position to do that. I don't think that was the right pick. There goes the Khazra camp. This time, a few early minions for Sky5. Archon just positioning around, looking for a way in, responding with some shrine minions of their own. Gall's heroic comes out. Basically meaningless, but Phoenix quick to fall. Oh, Cho'Gall dives in alone, but the light bomb goes out. And Stukov, oh no, that was LEORIC. LEORIC goes down as well. He won't be gone for long, but right now, Sky5 has a 2-man advantage that might become 3 if they can close out Garrosh. They can't. But this is exactly what they needed. Now they can quickly clear this shrine and press in further. SYLVANAS paying dividends even without Shadow Dagger quest. But they didn't. SYLVANAS in fact went to clear this lane up, so they didn't grab the shrine very quickly. It could still go either way. Cho'Gall falls. SYLVANAS looking to finish the shrine, and there it is. Sky5 gets their Punisher, but they're going to have to do it without Cho'Gall. The good news for them is it is an Arcane Punisher. It'll be able to do some damage. And be annoying. Perhaps not. Archon opt to keep it in front of the wall, and Sky5 opt not to push at all without Cho'Gall, and so the Punisher falls without even clearing the wall.
Red Team's Punisher has fallen.
If Sky5 can do that again when death timers are a little longer, and SYLVANAS doesn't split to clear a camp unnecessarily, because the little health saved in this fort I don't think was a big advantage for them there, then I think they might be able to win this game, but at this point it's still anyone's. Archon is much, much closer to 16 though, and so if they can make something happen with their forthcoming talent advantage, they might be able to be the winners and close the series out 2-0. Gaul drops his heroic to do a little bit of damage to LEORIC. Not really a use of a 60-second cooldown. Big Dragon's Arrow. Light Bomb in response. Delayed deaths on both teams. The level advantage showing there for Archon. LEORIC and Garrosh taking a long time to kill, and only Leo falling at all in the end. Meanwhile, all of Sky5 gets wiped.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Archon not looking to play too greedy right now. I'm not sure I agree with that. They are going to grab this camp, but I think they could have taken that keep wall with 16 advantage, good mana pools, and all of Sky5 still respawning. But instead, they've grabbed a camp, they've cleared a lane, they're going to grab another camp, and they're going to just play this macro slowly. SYLVANAS defending LEORIC in top lane while the rest of Sky5 looks to hold this fort. Archon could have destroyed it in the downtime there, but instead it should be a fairly easy defense from Sky5 to clear this camp out. Phoenix from Kael'thas. Phoenix the Protoss looking to dive in and do some damage. It's enough with Cho'Gall in the other lane to zone off Kael and Anduin, and so this fort will actually fall. Sky5 playing erratically, but definitely conservatively, looking to just catch up and grab 16. Cho'Gall setting up near the shrine, finds no one. Sky5 just wondering where Archon is right now. And here they are. Cho in trouble. Light Bomb out. Leap of Faith available if needed, but not used, and Cho'Gall will fall to Phoenix. LEORIC able to chase down Anduin. He'll fall for it, but so will the fort. Sky5 picking up their 16 talents. We'll take another peek at the board here. LEORIC halfway done with Mithril Mace. Hanzo still not able to hit target practice. I'm not sure which hero he hasn't collected it on, but still at 3 out of 4 stacks. Garrosh might be able to take out Kael'thas here. He gets off to safety and in fact will die to the combo of Kael and SYLVANAS, with Cho'Gall arriving to finish the job. Frozen Punisher up, easily grabbed by Archon while Sky5 soaked and respawned. There's the jump. The wall's down immediately alongside it.
Having trouble staying grounded?
Garrosh's death definitely helps Sky5 with their defense here, but Archon's still doing a decent amount of damage and inching ever closer to level 20. Oh, Entomb misses Cho'Gall. Does capture the Punisher though. LEORIC's dead. SYLVANAS barely out with her life. Apple Mike playing greedy, but gets away with it. Sky5 grabbing their bruiser camp. Archon doing the same. Moments from level 20. Sky5 looking to invade before that level happens, but it's going to happen while they're here, and it might spell the end of this game. Oh. Big Entomb. Big Dragon's Arrow, big Taunt, and there goes Sky5. They should have noticed just how close Archon was to 20 and not committed to that invade. It's gonna net them a fort and in exchange probably cost them a game. Archon does have to kill the keep first, but with at least 30 seconds to spare, I don't think Kael'thas can slow them down enough that it will matter.
Red team's core is under attack.
Yeah. And there it is. Kael'thas dying at the end, and Archon able to close it out with a quick 2-0. We'll probably pull in somebody from Archon for a quick chat, but before we do that, we'll just have a look at the score screen here. Go away, chat. Alright. Hero kills in favor of Archon. That makes sense. 10 more kills netted by the team. Cho'Gall dying the most of all. Sky5 actually putting out top hero damage in both the gold and silver pole positions, but yeah. In talents. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Yeah, I think Archon was really able to do well with what they had. The Cho'Gall surprise didn't throw them for that much of a loop at all. Alright, we're gonna have a chat with Tythel tonight. Just looking to get set up on that. Just getting him to join Discord here.
I'm not muted anymore.
Not muted anymore. Tythel, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How do you feel about those matches?
Dude, it felt good. Wasn't too sure about game one, but we...
Yeah, bit of a rough start there, but you guys brought it home.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Cho'Gall surprise for the third match in a row?
Dude, we were on the we banded on the first one,
You did.
and then I think we forgot about it on the second one. I don't think they play it, but then we're like, oh, they did it. Dang it. So yeah, we only had one able counter to that, and so Leo felt good.
Yeah, Leo definitely did a great job against Cho'Gall that match.
Yeah.
Personally, I love to see it.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I think we were able to kind of play around it a lot because he was having to double soak while we ran it down top.
Definitely. What did you think was the cause of your slow start in match 1?
I don't know. We haven't been playing a lot, and then we only had like one game in it, and so our comms were kind of weak, and then we kind of fed at the beginning, so I think we kind of got a little demoralized, but we got our heads on straight and were able to pop off later in the game.
SYLVANAS coming online really helped you guys get your footing back.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think it was just a mind game at the beginning.
But the second half of that one in game 2, you just looked really dominant. So props to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you know if that win puts you up in the standings at all, or do you finish in 6th place?
I think we might get 6, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, we're pretty on the the lower tier of the standings, but no complaints. I think we'll do well in the playoffs.
Yeah, everybody loves an underdog.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Any shoutouts you want before we sign off?
Not too many. Just my buddy Turbo Tiger in the chat and my team for winning. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, dude. And then and for you for stepping up and clutching out the cast. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. All right. See you around.
All right. See ya.
All right, that's going to be it for us tonight stream. Playoffs for NGS coming up soon. I'm not sure if I'll be able to snag any of those casts since I only did these 3 all season long. I don't know how they're doing. Priority.